Play number 6 on this drive.
Single, 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 single.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's third and inches.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Black 20.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Let's go. Middle.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stay.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, 5. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And his kick is good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. And fans, a quick reminder from the NFL, after nearly a decade of working together in the fight against breast cancer, this year the NFL and the American Cancer Society, they're broadening the scope of their efforts to tackle multiple types of cancer, and you can learn more about the expanded Crucial Catch Initiative and access the Defender, a new digital tool that provides personalized tips on reducing your cancer risk. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Crash. 3 down, 3 down. Tight end right.
All right, here we go.
Hey.
Slot man moves right. Now it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll go again with Bell. That good for 19 and a first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Man, left. Three down.
Set. 180.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
The slot man in motion right. On second down, it's Bell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Beat these two.
Kill.
Here we go. Blue 30.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And this is caught. It's Bryant. And it's a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Quan Bray now to return this football. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Switch.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You got him.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss.
Mexico.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Trying to lay one up deep, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there.
Second out. Right. Alert.
Check 31.
Red 80.
Regular.
Regular. Hey, easy.
Check 50. Check 50.
They are going for it. It's Luck. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Bud Dupree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
57's the mic.
Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Set. Corner.
You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Heat these two.
Kill.
Set. Black 80.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Set.
57.
White 80.
57. Hey, here we go. Watch the
The slot man in motion right. On third down, here's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, as the first half is winding down, and the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Luck. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Mexico.
Check.
On 2nd and 10, Luck.
Watch the twist.
Catch left side here by Aiken. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, easy. Key right.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
5, 6, 2, 7. Monday.
Wide. Get wide.
Here's Luck now on second down.
I'm going to hit you all
And his
night.
throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll make it third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now it's Luck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Second. Rolling. We're
You better
rolling.
talk to your boy. You better talk to your
Monday.
boy.
Second. Blue 80.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 's the
Hurry.
mic. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, alert 3.
Hurry.
They're going to go. It's Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Crash. Your trip ends here, baby. Your trip ends here.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB.
Monday.
Alert 3.
In motion left goes Moncrief.
Peek edge.
They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Tempo.
Motion.
90.
Hey. We got 4.
Hey, easy. Gun.
4 down.
Regular.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they got 29 yards there. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down.
Watch 98. 98's the mic.
You want this? 140. Easy. Gun.
Flare.
59 seconds. Easy. Gun.
Hatchet.
Throwing is Luck. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Gun. Slam. 190. Hey, easy.
Check.
2nd and 10, Luck again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 29 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He's coming. We got double up. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Well, Charles, to switch gears, I know we've both seen what the NFL has done the last decade or so for breast cancer and the research and raising all the money and awareness. They're broadening the scope this year with the American Cancer Society with the Crucial Catch Initiative, and I think they're doing a really good job.
I love what they've done with that because cancer affects just about everyone in our society, but it's all different types. So it's not just breast cancer, which we've done such a great job, and the league's done such a great job of illuminating over the years. But now they're saying, hey, a lot of people affected by many different forms of cancer.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Margus Hunt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football.
And that's caught inside the 35. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watch tight end.
All right, here we go. Double.
3 down.
Hey, alert.
Check. Fresno.
Hey, Mike. Double bump.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Bryant has it, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Left.
Crunch.
Easy. Here we go. Go.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go now. Blue 30.
I can't believe it.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. Tight
Hey,
is on
alert,
the Ringo.
alert. Block 80.
3 down, 3 down. Hey,
Alert.
check. 3 down, 3 down. Check 43.
Let's go. Black 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Here we go.
4 down.
Block 80.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
The slot man in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Strong right.
Middle.
Strong right.
Side. Hey, alert.
Even. 4 down. Even. Watch 84.
Side.
Watch 84.
Blue
He's
30.
going. Jam him.
Now Bell.
Check 26.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Slot man moves right. And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Set. Block 80.
We got 4.
Monday. Alert.
Watch 84. Check safety.
Here we go.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Blue 30.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Focus.
Check 99. Hey, watch the edge.
Here we go. Block 5.
In motion right is Bryant. Here's Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boys.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Key right. Let's go, Mexico.
Luck now to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now it's Luck. And able to find Aiken complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Luck. Eluding the pressure right. A swing pass caught, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Kamar Aiken, 32 yards, and the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check.
Ready!
Kill.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Two tights. Four down.
And they will take a knee here. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And the Steelers on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is third down and 12.
We got four down.
Set! Like 80,
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. Your